Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are coming back to you with Franz Rhythm for the third time. In the past, we have heard them do The Corrs' So Young, and then Another Brick in the Wall by Pink Floyd. And they did admirably on both of those songs. And so today, we're going to check out a song called I Don't Want to Talk About It, which was made famous by Rod Stewart, but let's just set the record straight. That song was written by Danny Whitten, the original guitar player for Crazy Horse, you know, of Neil Young fame. And it was written in about 1970, 71, ended up on the first Crazy Horse album that came out. Unfortunately, Danny passed away in 1972. The song, I have always thought, is a gem that was kind of hidden, although Rod Stewart did bring it out of obscurity, to his credit. Now we're going to watch Franz Rhythm do it, and I'm really curious to hear them doing it. I think they're going to do the Rod Stewart version, but nonetheless, I just like to hear people play this song, because Danny didn't have a lot of songs to his credit, but this is a great song, I think. Adrian, do you have any thoughts ahead before we take a look at this?
I'm just looking forward to hearing the song by, written by Danny Whitten.
Yeah, he's the guy on Everybody Knows This Is Nowhere, so he's the guitarist on Cinnamon Girl and Down by the River and Cowgirl in the Sand, all that stuff.
It's a great album.
Yeah, so with that in mind, let's check this out, and we will discuss afterwards.
Alrighty.
I can tell by your eyes that you're probably been crying forever. And the stars in the skies don't mean nothing to you. There are mirrors. I don't wanna talk about it, how you broke my heart. If I stay here just a little bit longer, if I stay here, won't you listen to my heart? Shadows hide the colors of my heart. Blue for the tears, black for the night. Fierce the stars in the sky. so much for watching, guys. Yes. The song is from Rod Stewart.
Thank you guys, thank you for watching.
Love, love, love. Bless us all. Bless and love.
Okay, so we verified, yes, that is how Rod Stewart ends his version of that song. So I've heard Rod Stewart's version on the radio. I've never really sat and listened to it. I made note of it. I heard it long after hearing Danny Whitten do it, and then falling in love with it at that point, you know. I didn't know until many years later that Rod Stewart had done the song. They did a wonderful job on that. I really liked the arrangement, which I'm going to assume most of it comes from Rod, but they carried it out very respectfully, very nicely. It sounded great. Yeah, I liked what everybody was doing on that. So Char on vocals and guitar and Chen on the keyboards. And I'm sorry, I have forgotten, and it's not listed here, what the names are of. We've got the dad, and then we've got the son over on the drums. Dad's on bass. But yeah, I enjoyed the performance for sure. It was really nice. And yeah, on the Rod Stewart version, it was a saxophone, just for the record.
Yeah, it's just an impressive and faithful cover, you know, like covers should be.
Yep.
And yeah, I really remember the chorus too when I first heard that.
It's very memorable. Yeah, I mean, Danny, like I say, I think he had a lot of good work left to do. It's really a shame that he passed on so early. He's worth remembering for his songwriting skills as well as anything else. So, yes, if you ever talk to anybody about this song, make sure to mention that Danny Whitten wrote it. Okay? All right, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this, what you thought of the performance, you know, Franz Rhythm, how they did, and, of course, the song itself. Give us your impressions on it. Let us know if you ever knew that Danny Whitten was the songwriter. Anything else that you think we ought to know that we didn't mention? Leave that below, and if you have other suggestions for us, you can leave those too. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you enjoyed the presentation, please subscribe. All right, thanks so much for joining us today. We will catch you on the next one. Take care, folks.
See you all later.